The course schedule is just, I took that chunk out of your syllabus. This is what I'm suggesting you could print off real quick. You'll notice in the first week you've got this one notes activity due on Friday, 3% of your grade. Also want you to read the first 3 chapters of your textbook, Back to the Lake. Um, Next week we start turning in rough drafts, final drafts of your first essay. Your first essay is very easy. I really just want to get a sense of your writing style. You've got a lot of choices. You can kind of come up with your own topic, and you'll see the writing prompts for that under Unit 1. And here are the, if you look at Unit 1, everything under that's here. Unit 2 starts the next one, and so on. But I hope to learn a lot from your first essay to provide you with maybe some instruction that's really targeted towards you on your feedback. Um, the thing about writing, no one is an expert at it. It's something that you practice for the rest of your life. This is a class where you'll get a lot of practice, and that will hopefully make you more successful in all your other classes. That's your syllabus, units and lessons. This is where you'll go the most often. You'll click units and lessons, and the content of the course is here. You can see there are 5 units. I put this little notice letting you know when they'll be released. I do this on purpose. I don't want anybody working ahead, especially for those lab assignments where we will help each other somewhat in a group forum. So I like everybody to kind of work at the same pace. And since it's an 8-week course, everybody will tend to do that anyway because it's kind of a fast pace. But anyway, here's your reading assignment kind of restated on the splash page for the unit. If you were to click on one of these other units, you'll see that, well, actually I've got some grayed out here, but you'll have a blank screen because it's not available. But if you click on Unit 1, which is available, here I've got the assignment for your notes. It goes to your journals area, and if you click on that link, it'll take you to this area. It's asking if I want to create a journal. I believe mine's a little bit different view from yours, but you'll create a journal entry. Let me just, it'll look something like this where you'll type your response to it. Hit cancel now. I've created a shortcut to this over in your menu as well if you just want to go straight to the journals. You can see your notes, 5 sets of them for each of the units are here. Actually, you won't see this on your view. Let me change it to a view that looks like yours. There we go. Creating more confusion. Your journal tool will look like that. There's nothing there. You've got your assignment. You'll click on it. Here's the posting with the instructions. You'll hit click journal entry, and voila, you just type your answer. You have to put in title. You might put Unit 1 or notes or your name, and then type your response there. You've got these word processing tools, so you can add more, get fancy if you want to. And when you're through, you just hit post entry. Or save a rough draft and come back and finish it later. Actually, you can post multiple drafts if you need to. I'm going to hit cancel here and bounce back over to units and lessons and back into the screen. Your rough draft is an assignment Dropbox, so you click on it. You'll get information about due date. You can look at the rubric on how it'll be graded. The rough draft's a very simple rubric, but essentially I want a fairly complete draft, as close to being complete essay as possible. And if you do that fairly well, you'll get points on the proficient end. So you can view that. gives you a text box that you can write in, but in this case, I think I need to turn that out. Oh, here we go. Attach file. You would want to click attach, browse your computer. It'll look something like this, where you'll look on your hard drive for the file that you created. I'll hit cancel, and it'll upload it and attach it. You can put something in the comments area if you want to, but the main thing is to attach the file that you'll be sending to me. And then hit submit. That'll send it my way. Same thing for the final draft, works exactly the same way. You noticed up here I've clicked a few buttons. These are called breadcrumbs. I can move one step backwards to our last screen and see these other things, and go 2 steps back. Kind of a nice thing. Publishers resources. Want to click on that. This comes from our textbook, and it's just a hyperlink to their website that has resources for this book. It's got some nice things like quizzes and tips on documentation. You've got a handbook that has MLA style very well covered, but here's some shorter guidelines that you could look at as well. I think they might even have, tips, tutorials on plagiarism, how to do some research, things like that. Worth exploring if you have the time. Models of student papers. I think this would be an excellent thing for you to look at when you get a chance. You can click on some of these. Well, these describe the types of writing, but research. Like say you wanted to see how a paper is formatted in MLA style. I reference the back of your textbook in one of our activities, but here's another demonstrator. In fact, I think it's the same, maybe the same paper, I'm not sure. It comes from the same book. But it tells you it's 1-inch margins all the way around. It gives you tips on writing. It tells you it's double spaced. It tells you where your heading goes. This is your name, my name, the course name, and the date. Notice the date's a little different from the way we normally do it in America, but this is kind of an international standard. Your last name and page number goes in the heading area in the upper right-hand corner. It gets repeated down the line. That's when they added some images. But anyway, that's a neat resource. I'll close that. Templates and worksheets. I may refer to that to some of our lab activities. You can download these templates and they give you tips. The same things that are in your textbook, but just a quick one-page handout on strategies and forms that you can fill out to help you further develop paragraphs and essays that help build those type of papers. We'll be writing papers of this type through the course of the semester, so that's kind of helpful. It's nothing that isn't already in your textbook, but it's sometimes nice to have a little one-page handout. But anyway, explore this when you get a chance. Close it now. Contact information, it was in my syllabus. This is me, hello, but you can get a hold of me here. Course messages, this is an important one. If you need anything or need to contact anyone, go into here, click Create Message, click the To line, and the whole class roster is here, so you can get a hold of a particular person. But if you want to get a hold of me, it's T. Taylor with instructor in parentheses. Click that little arrow, and that sends it as a recipient. And put something in the subject line, type your message to me. If you need to attach a file, you can click this button and attach a file, and then hit submit. And that's the best way to get my attention, because I check this frequently, and I won't lose it if it's in here. Anyway, that's course messages. Hit submit to send it. Blogs, I think I clicked on that a moment ago. No, I didn't. You've already looked at this. This is blogs, at least I hope you have. You click on it and click there to create an entry. And this one's just an introduction. Tell me a little something. Tell the class a little bit of something about you. This is a public forum. The journals are private. It's I get to read them, but that's your own private responses. Journals are public, and so those lab activities that go on this blog will be shared with the whole class. See, I showed you the calendar already. My grades, I don't think I'll have any grades. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't have this student here. There we go. Here are all the short activities throughout the course, arranged by units. We start with the notes almost always. Well, always. And then there'll be other activities like rough drafts, final drafts. There'll be these lab activities in here periodically. I don't see, I guess I need to release that. I'll put those in later. But anyway, your grades will pop up. You'll be able to click on them and see my comments. A total will be calculated. It's a point system that'll add up to 100. So take a look at that. And that's about it. Click announcements, takes you back to kind of where you start at. If you have any questions, please email me, let me know, and look forward to a great semester. Bye.